So I made cyanotypes for many years, and I make them by hand, but I'm running a kids workshop, and I want to do this in a safe and easy fashion. So I bought pre-made cyanotype paper. So let me show you what this is like. Alright, so this comes pre-set in a bag. So these are 3.9 by 3.9 inches, and there's 60 pieces in here. Now, the thing with cyanotype paper is it reacts to sunlight. So if it was dark out right now, I could open this up and show these to you and nothing would happen. But because it happens to be daytime right now, even though I'm inside, if I opened this up and took these papers out, they would start to expose. And you don't want to do that until you're ready to expose them. So what I'm going to do is take some pictures as I go through the process of actually using it to make a cyanotype, and I will post those after this part so that you can see how it works. But the important part to know is it comes sealed for a reason. Even if you're inside and it's sunny out, do not open it because the sunlight coming through the windows is going to affect it. If you're going to experiment with it, to look at it before you start working with it, do that at night. And then when you're ready to start using it, then you can do that during the daytime, and that's when you would open up the bag. So I will now switch over to the pictures for you. Alright, so this one is 3.9 by 3.9 inches. There's 60 pieces of paper in here. And again, when you take stuff out of this, you have to be careful when you're in sunlight to do this part quickly. So I'm going to bring this over to where I'm going to put this down, and we'll open it up there. Alright, so this was inside the bag, which I don't like because it means that you have to open the bag, which is dangerous to do in sunlight, to get to the instructions. But this tells you that you put the item on the paper, you expose it to sun, and then you rinse it, and that's how you get the designs. These pieces of plastic are so that if you have loose things, like I'm going to use these leaves, that the plastic will hold the leaves down against the paper, and then you can put things like rocks on the edge of the plastic to be able to hold it down without impacting the actual design. Because if you put the rock down here, then the sun would be blocked by the rock, and you'd have a giant rock-shaped image in your cyanotype. Alright, so now I'm going to pull out a piece of paper and then put it down and do that quickly, and then I'll bring the video back up. Alright, so it is pretty windy here. I even had to put a rock down on the instruction paper. But what I did is I grabbed the piece out of the pack very quickly so that I didn't expose all the rest of the paper that was in the pack. I put that piece of paper down. I put a little fern thing down, little plant thing down. I put the piece of plastic down on top of it, and then I put the rocks down on the plastic to hold all of this in place. You can sort of see the wind blowing that. If I just laid the plant down on the paper, then the wind would just blow that right back off again. So by having the plastic, which its only purpose is to hold the things down onto the paper, it doesn't affect the image at all because the sun goes right through it. And then the rocks hold everything in place. And now this is going to expose for 10 minutes, and then I'm going to rinse it underwater. So I want to comment that there could be condensation that forms, and this is natural. That's just the water coming out of the leaves, so that's fine. Here's a still picture of it to show it without as much shaking. And when it's done, after it's rinsed, the areas that were covered with shadow will stay white, the color of the paper, and the rest turns blue. So in this demonstration, you can see the bottom middle is the square we just worked with. Here's another example of it. So it's smaller than other pieces, but that makes it quick and easy to work with and could be easier for some people to handle. And also some people just like little square sizes. So it's definitely a fun type of paper to use.